So what we're going to do here is, again, same direction. So this is very big on the test. We got to complete this table. Notice it's just 3 ordered pairs. I'll number them to help us a little bit. This is our first order pair, this is our second order pair, and this is our third order pair. Just take the equation. For the first guy, remember, since I know what I'm going to plug in for x, we're going to put parentheses for x. Since this I don't know what to plug in, we're going to keep it the letter y. Plug in x is 0. And then we're going to solve. So you can see this one's a little bit longer. So -4 times 0, you know anything times 0 is 0. You know 0 minus 2y will always be the other guy, minus 2y. Now we got variables on one side, constants on the other, but we need to get rid of the coefficient. So since the coefficient is -2, we don't move it, we divorce. Divide not only by the number, but its sign. So divide each side by -2, and we get y equals +4. Negative divided by negative is +4. Once we have that, we can move on to number 2. This time, put y as 0. So notice I rewrote the equation. Since I don't know what to plug in for x, I kept it the letter x. Since I'm going to plug in, the y got parentheses. Next step would be to plug in the 0 in the parentheses. And then the third step would be to solve for x. So we're going to get rid of this set of parentheses. So -2 times 0. Luckily we know that's going to be 0. -4x minus 0, always the other guy, minus 4x. Now luckily I don't have to move anything because constant is on the constant side and variable is on the variable side. We just need to get rid of a coefficient. So you're going to divide both sides by -4. So we get x equals 2. And then we have to do this one more time for the third point. This time, again, put parentheses for x, leave y as a letter. Plug in, x is 1, and then solve. This times this, -4. Now be careful, you can't combine these because that's a constant, it's not a 0. So constant, coefficient, variable, keep them separate. Variables on one side, constants on the other. So we will have to move this 4. Opposite would be add 4 to both sides. So then I get -2y equals -8, +4 would be -4. Divide by the coefficient, and we get y equals +2. Okay. Now that I have this all completed, I'm going to erase all this work so that we have room to plot these 3 points. Okay, so let's plot those points. You already know that this is your x line, this is your y line. So to plot a point, we said find your x first on this x line. 0 would be right here, and then 4 tells me go up 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4 from where I rest my finger. Plot this point. Find x is 2. But since you have a 0, don't go up, don't go down from where your finger rests. And then our third point, find x is 1, but go up 2 spaces from where your finger rests. Positive. Step back, look to make sure those 3 points form a straight line. It looks like they do, and then all you're going to do is connect those 3 points. So we just completed the table. We plotted the points, and we connect to form the graph of the line.